Good morning, everybody. I want to give you a little bit of a look at what I am dealing with today. And let's take that quick look and look out my window real quick. Alrighty. I hope everybody's in a good mood to talk about some positive things today. And good morning, everybody, and welcome to, Big Irish J grinding on eBay. Let me plug up my phone here because usually it dies when I'm trying to record, so we don't want that to happen today. Because today I'm feeling a little bit just worn out, I guess. I tell you, this week has been a super, guys. I want to say exciting week for me because, I have been just shipping and shipping and shipping and shipping. It feels like almost nonstop this week, and we're talking, 4, 5, 6 packages a day, which is, it might not be a lot for some people, but it's a lot for somebody like me who's just starting out. For anybody who's just tuning in to the show, my name is Big J. This is Big Irish J grinding on eBay, and this reselling business can be, well, it can have a lot of ups and it can have a lot of downs. We'll say that. Let me see. Where's my coffee? Give me 1 second. I gotta grab over here and grab this coffee. All right. As you can see, I'm still in the wheelchair, which is another depressing thing, but we'll leave that for another day. We want to talk positivity when we want to talk making money, and we want to talk about, what you can learn off of me with the mistakes that I have already made. Now, I told everybody that, I tried something different, and I started offering free shipping into, I'm going to say 95% of my active listing. And since I've done that, I have been selling things that have been sitting on my active list since I began selling on eBay, which was about 2.5 months ago, somewhere around there, maybe 3. And I was just looking through them one day. I was getting frustrated, because you tinker with the prices a little bit and you start offering, a lower price, but some people just don't want to pay shipping, And also, when you offer the free shipping, it puts you in a whole different category also. So when you offer free shipping to customers, a lot of people go into eBay and they filter out everything except for free shipping for an item that they're looking for. They don't want to have to pay the shipping, and they just want a flat rate of what the piece is going to cost. That's what I'm buying it for. And a lot of people believe because you are a e-commerce business that you should be offering free shipping. Why should me as a customer have to pay for shipping after, I'm only buying an item off you, I'm buying something off you. That's it. And, that's opened up my eyes a little bit to where this, where my e-commerce business needs to go. And I've made a few mistakes, with the free shipping. last week I wound up selling a pair of nice jeans and I offered free shipping, but I didn't bump up the price enough because I thought in my mind of a price that these pants were going to ship for. Now, let it be known that I am just starting out. I don't have a lot of money. Income tax time. I was doing everything on a tablet and my phone until income tax time. I just got a computer, really expensive, really inexpensive computer, and basically, I only use it for YouTube and I use it for eBay and maybe like OfferUp and Letgo and things like that. With that said, I still don't have a scale and I still don't have a printer, which I know that if I got the scale and the printer, I could price my stuff at a better price point, and I can also save money on the shipping with printing out the labels through eBay. I think you save like 25% or something like that. And it's hard because, for me to go out and buy a scale and a printer right now, unfortunately being in this wheelchair, this is my full-time job. Now, a lot of people would say, well, why don't you just take some of the money with the things that you're selling and just go buy the things that you need so you could start saving money? Well, that's all easy to say, but, unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot of money right now, and bills have to be paid, and, when bills come up, they just come up, So sometimes it feels like, I'm just getting, rained on by bullets. So, that's what it feels like sometimes. And, I'm trying to broaden my horizons and learn more. And, I still am excited about the whole free shipping thing because I see how it opened up doors for a lot of things. Now, I have watchers watching a lot of things that I've had up on my site since the beginning. And, I basically stick to, right now I've been sticking to games, movies, some collectibles, basically anything that I can find that I think I can make a couple dollars off of, I will list it. And I had a girl that I had a converter box listed not too long ago, and the girl wound up having me carry this thing around for 4 or 5 days, and she finally bought the thing, but she knew she messed up with having me carry this thing around 4 or 5 days, so she offered gifts. So, she brought a couple little things for me to put up on my website, and one of them was just like something from IKEA. It was like a curtain rod, but it wasn't like a rod. It was a curtain cord, I guess. It was a really heavy-duty, cordage that you can use for shower curtains or any kind of heavy fabric would be perfect for this. I mean, this thing is... it definitely wouldn't break. It's like that kind of heavy-duty construction wire that you see, that's twisted. And it was nickel painted, I don't know what nickel painted is, but on the other hand, I mean, I listed it and bang, I sold it, 3 minutes after I listed it, it was already sold. So those are the perks that sometimes come with, the BS that you have to go through to make a buck on, these sites. So, so that was a nice thing. I really, I was really happy about that sale. So I go to, I mean, and we're talking a package, like I'm feeling this package, and I'm like, this can't be no more than a pound, It really couldn't. And I take the thing to the post office, and it gets upgraded to a premium, or like not priority, but like a premium shipping. And we all know that the United States Post Office has made a lot of changes in what they do with pricing, and it's starting to take effect on a lot of people who do e-commerce or who are resellers. And I could see why a lot of people, tend to go more towards Craigslist and offer up and let go. But, I don't feel safe, first of all, meeting anybody with anything. Because even though I'm a big guy, I'm in this wheelchair, but I'm 6'7", I'm 390 pounds, and I can use it well, no doubt. So, but still, the idea of having to take something that's valuable out of my house and meet up with somebody that I don't know, there's no insurance policies there for me, So, even though I did try it out, it's just not my go-to, like if I come across some bigger things that I know we're not going to ship, or they'll be just way too expensive to ship, I will put them up on those platforms. But for the most part, not YouTube, eBay is my platform for selling. But you do have to, even if you're starting out like me and you don't have much money, you still have to try to be able to get everything that you need, like the scale, the printer, everything that you need to print these. Saving 25% on shipping, that adds up. If you ship 4 things, you saved 100%, of shipping off of, I mean, you know what I mean. You're 25% off of each item is what you're going to save, and that adds up, and if you're doing your business and you're doing, your books by quarters, every quarter, that 25% adds up to, maybe being able to go out and buy something else to add to your arsenal of things to help you be an e-commercer, or it also helps you be able to reinvest that 25% saved into more, more inventory. And I'm just frustrated because, I really wish that I had these things. It would make my life a whole lot easier, and I don't see me getting them anywhere in the near future. So for the next couple months, I'll be doing. I posted a couple videos ago about me going to the post office. That's what I'll be doing. And sometimes I feel like I get ripped off. Sometimes because I packaged this package by myself, right? Now I could have sent it priority mail for $7.25, and the way they calculated the weight, it came to $7.90, and to me, that there's no way that piece could have came to $7.90 to ship, to somewhere close. It wasn't. It was like the Midwest, It wasn't even like on the other side of the country or something like that. And it wasn't a big package. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it just really made me start to really think about how I need to start getting on the ball here if I'm going to be serious about this business, and try my hardest to get these pieces of equipment that I really need. I mean, unfortunately, you don't run into these things all the time, and I have talked to some people on Letgo. There was one guy who had a pretty decent scale, and he was asking $10 for it. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. He was selling it, but it was somewhere else. I mean, I don't know how you sell something, but it's completely somewhere else. It's just beyond me. And I just wish that the guy could have got the thing out, and it would have just made my life easier. Because if I can calculate up the weights of my products, I'll start being able to know, just when I go out and I pick up certain things, how much something's going to cost to ship. And, I think knowledge is the best thing that you can have as far as, just something to put on your tool belt for when you go out and you're doing your buying. You're going to know, well, okay, well, this is going to cost such and such amount of dollars. Now, I ship movies with a tracking number. It never cost me any more than $3.75 to ship a movie anywhere, in the United States. So last night I sold a 4 DVD box set of X-Men movies, which I really didn't think was going to be that heavy, and it cost me $7.25 to ship that out. And we're not talking about individual cases sliding inside of a box set. We're talking about, the fold open ones that just fold open. And that's all it really was. And actually it was heavier than the $7.90 piece thing that I wanted to send out. It's like, sometimes you feel defeated because, you're making these mistakes, and these mistakes can be very costly. And, when it comes to the way I'm running my business right now, this is a full-time business. This is a business that is going to, help pay bills and also get through, being able to survive. And, unfortunately right now it's just what I have. So I got to make do. And, lesson learned. That's all I can say. So now I just have to just briefly go back through my active list, because, believe it or not, my active list, over a 2.5 to 3 month period is about the same as my sold list. So, I've sold a lot of products over a short period of time, and I'm very proud of myself for that, because a lot of people had their doubts in the beginning, and because, people think, oh my God, here we go, another idea, another, you're just going to have to deal with, not going back to work right now, not making no money. So I didn't want to hear it, and I didn't want to have to deal with it. So I did it, and I feel proud of it. And, when I take 3 to 5 packages to the post office on a day, and I did that 3 or 4 times this week, it really makes me feel like I did something, I accomplished something. So for all them resellers out there who get discouraged and feel like it's just not worth it, because the question popped up in my mind the other day, is this worth it? Is this really worth my time and my hassle to make, this little bit of money that I am making? And, then you got to deal with, excuse my language, asshole customers, and, people who, honestly, they get something. I mean, and trust me, it's not the majority, because I have a 100% positive feedback score. I've had 3 issues as far as people not being happy with what they got, because sometimes I think people just change their mind in the middle of having a transaction done. Like, Okay, I paid for the item. It's getting shipped out. I changed my mind, or they found it someplace else. Now, when they get it, now they can open up a case against you, and 99.9% of the time, it goes in the favor of the buyer, and the seller winds up getting screwed. So now I am not only losing on the sale, but now I'm going to have to pay to get this thing shipped back to me. And and then they say, well, then you can open up a case once you get it back. And then I don't feel like dealing with months of or even a couple weeks of dealing with something. It's just not worth my time. So most of the time I tell the customer this: if it's something that is like that is not worth it to me to bring to send back, I just tell them, listen, look, if you could absorb the delivery cost, I'll absorb the cost of the product, and you just keep the thing, because it just makes my life a lot easier. And I've had to do that a couple times, and that it really hits you hard sometimes in the belt, and it's like, why is this stuff happening? Why? And so, funny story, I had a gentleman buy something off of me, no, not 20 days ago. 20 days ago, this gentleman bought something off of me, okay? He bought it off me around, it was the 2nd of March, okay? 2nd of March, this guy buys this thing off me. On the 8th, I opened up a case. eBay tells me we're going to resolve this in 4 days, okay? So we're talking 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, the 12th goes by, the 13th goes by, the 14th goes by, the 15th goes by. Okay, now we're on, the 20th of March, and now I get, the product sold. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the product is gone. I'm not going to wait around for 20 days for you to resolve an issue with a customer to get me a $2 sale, and it's just not worth it to me. So, the first thing I did was email them and say, listen, the product is no longer available. Just put in for a refund and you'll get refunded. And this is why I opened up this topic the other day. Is eBay for the buyer or for the seller? Is it equal, or is the justice of things evening out? Is it really like evening it out for the buyer and the seller? And I don't think it does. I think you got your buyer here, you got your seller here, and I think it's like this, and it's really not fair, because I have another item that this gentleman bought 9 days ago. 9 days, and I'm still waiting for a payment. Now, I opened up a case, and of course, probably a month from now, I'll get a payment for it, and they're going to expect that I have this item, and I'm not going to, because I'm going to just relist it and sell it to somebody else who actually is going to pay for it, And I know, they want to have these policies and all this other stuff that I'm supposed to keep this stuff laying around, waiting and collecting dust till these people decide that they want to pay the money. Is this how eBay treats their sellers? And please don't take this as discouraging. I am just frustrated. I mean, I think that eBay is a good platform to sell on, but when you have to pay, you can't. I mean, I understand eBay's part when picking of the side a seller or a buyer, because without buyers, you're not going to be able to have a business. But guess what, eBay? You're not going to have a business if you don't have sellers either. And I see a lot of people starting to go to Amazon, a lot, because it's a lot less hassle. A lot less hassle. All you have to do is tag your stuff, box it up, ship it to Amazon. They sell it. They take care of all the customer service. And all you do is sit back and wait to collect a check is basically what you do. So, and I'm sure that there's little things in there that are probably, come up, but not like this. Not like this. Not for an item that the gentleman bought for $53 and some change, and now this item is held up in some kind of prison until this guy, decides that he's going to pay for it, or eBay is going to figure something out. It's just not fair to the seller. And then I relisted this item and they took it down. It's like, okay, well, I put this item up to be sold. I didn't put this item up to be on layaway. I don't run a layaway business on eBay. I wish I could, because then I could be charging people by the week to hold items. I'd make more money. But you don't have a layaway program on eBay. So, we're going to see what happens, That's all I can say. We're going to see what happens. If the guy pays the money, I'm going to, ship the item out. But, I told eBay, I said, from now on, if you take any money of mine on PayPal and put it in your little PayPal jail, I cancel the order. I'm not dealing with it. When I sell something, I want my money, because I have 100% feedback, and 99.9% of my customers are happy. And just because you have that 1% of excuse my language assholes out there that want to make your life a living hell, that you have to sit back and keep bending over and taking it up the ass all the time, because that's just the way it is. And I've taken, I'm really sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for this language, but I have literally for my whole life been working for people, and I have been getting the shitty raw end of the deal. And when you open up your own business, you don't expect the same thing. So yeah, I told eBay, because for some reason I've been, over the last 2.5, 3 months, been shipping out. I've been getting paid. They only held one payment, and all the other payments after that, I get paid right away. So why did you hold that one payment? It just doesn't make sense to me. So for now on, when eBay holds a payment for anything, I am canceling the order. Point blank, end of story. Because there has to be some kind of level ground for buyers and sellers. This is an eBay business. This is not like, this ain't Macy's, this ain't J.C. Penney, this is not Kmart, that we all know went out of business because, of their business practices. This is not your typical, run-of-the-mill store. This is eBay. We're an e-commerce business, and what it should be is when you see something you like, you click, I want that shit, and you pay for it. Not buy it. It comes off my active list. It gets put on a sold list, and it says a little note up top of it, awaiting payment. Customer has 48 hours to make payment. Okay, well, within them 48 hours, I could have sold it to somebody else. So that, now they asked me to be part of and I'm sure everybody probably, I'm not special. They asked me to be a part of some kind of board where our voices can be heard, and I voiced my opinion last night. I'm voicing the opinion of, when you sell an item, it should. I didn't, when you buy something, you give somebody the money for a product. You don't say, okay, I'm gonna take this product, ship it out, or not ship it out, or just take it out of my inventory, and wait for you to make a decision whether you're going to pay for it or not. And while it's sitting there collecting dust, I can't put it back up on my active list for another potential customer. It's just not right. But, like I said, don't get discouraged. This is just me getting discouraged, This is not for everybody. This business can be very frustrating. I got to take this sweatshirt off because I'm starting to get all riled up and hot now. So, let me take this off and, show a little bit of the, not muscle, that's for sure, but, it's just, everybody, just be patient and, run your business right, get the equipment you need, and make it as easy as possible and make the most money that you can. For now, I am going to, pretty much leave it at that because I really believe anything else that comes out of my mouth at this point is going to be just frustrating, and everybody doesn't want to hear my complaints. So, I really care about my, I really care about my customers. I really care about, my business. I really care about, I care about the whole thing because it's something that I put a lot of time and effort in. I watched guys for months learning how to do this business, and I'm still coming up short somehow. And it just means that on my end, I am going to have to start making some policy changes on my end of what I'm willing and not willing to do, and also I'm going to have to start keeping a cachet of money to the side for, quote unquote, the asshole that doesn't want to, accept the product because they decided they didn't want it anymore. So that's just a learning lesson. So for now, I wish everybody a good day. Like I said in the beginning of the show, you seen what it looked like outside. That's what the day looks like. And even though it's a beautiful sunny day, I'm in a wheelchair. I couldn't get out this morning for my usual morning routine, and which lets me breathe some fresh air before, I come back home and do my show. So maybe that is another reason why I am a little off. But, if you like what you're hearing, and if you agree and, you want to start having some topic conversations about these things, if you want me to start going live and we can all chit-chat about eBay's policies and procedures and the new way they do things, let me know. I mean, it can be done. I can set dates up and I can, have live, I can have a live feed going, and we can really start talking about what's the best way of doing things, because, and I believe in this e-commerce business. I don't look at I don't look at everybody as enemies and people that I am fighting against. We are all in this together. We're in a swimming pool. There's a lot of people. And, everybody's going to be able to make money. It's not like you're not going to be able to. The ratio of sellers to people that are buying, I'm sure the ratio is a lot higher of buyers than sellers. So there's probably about 100 people out there for each, person buying that particular product that day. So just everybody keep in mind that this is just an e-commerce business, but this can be a full-time money-making business. I have to give my shout outs to, again, Stephen Rakin from Rakin Profit. I'm going to give my shout outs to Bonafide Hustler. I'm going to give my shout outs to Rockstar Flipper. These are the people that help me come along, and these are the people that help me learn the ins and outs and the do's and not do's of e-commerce on eBay. And I am just trying to be a part of that positive and, to help the new reseller, because like I said, when I came in, I came in with blindfolders on and I did not know what to do, and I am very happy I had these people to watch on YouTube. So hit that like button, hit that notifications button, and start dropping some comments. My name is Big J, and we're going to get out of here for now. We're going to go enjoy some snow, and everybody have a good day.